Hi, brothers and other folks in our Big Voice, Reclaiming Your Big Voice team. Well, this is a moment, huh? So I give myself a challenge on this, and I'm not going to talk about all the small voices up front, like you said, but my biggest challenge is perfection amongst all the others. And as part of that, everything in me wanted to record this in my booth over there that has microphones and all of that, and wanted to do an accompaniments and do all of that and make it perfect before I submitted it. And I was gonna do that in like a week's time, and I'd do it just before, and I'd get lots of practice. And I realized that the biggest challenge for me was to actually not do any of that. The biggest challenge was to just sing it in a room with no accompaniment, no sound effects, no fancy microphone. This right now is my iPhone and you and me. So I decided that that's how I'm going to do this, because that's the challenge. I don't want to send you this at all, but it's my voice. And if I don't send it this way, I'm going to be afraid. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'll never trust that it was actually just my voice. If it sounds good, I will think that it was the microphone, it was the setup and how I did it. So I can't hide behind anything here. It's just me and the bulldog down there and the words of this song. So I'm singing The Greatest Love of All by Whitney Houston. This has been the most important song to me pretty much all my childhood. I watched a girl, she was 18 years old, blonde and beautiful, and she was the captain of the Australian Girls Choir, and she sang it. And I remember being about 10 years old and just thinking, I want to be you when I grow up. And I've never been bold enough and confident enough in myself to just sing it and share that with anybody. So more preamble. Here you go. Okay, just gonna get my note. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride. It'll make it easier. Let the children's laughter, let it remind us how we used to be. Everybody's searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. I never found anyone who fulfilled my needs. Yeah, it's a lonely place to be. So I learned to depend on me. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I'll live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity, because the greatest love of all is happening to me. Learning to love yourself, it is the greatest love of all. The greatest love of all. It is easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself, it is the greatest love of all. That's why I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride. It'll make it easier. Let the children's laughter, let it remind us how we used to be. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, well, at least I'll live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity, no, because the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. The greatest love of all is easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself, it is the greatest love of all. And if by chance that special place that you've been dreaming of should lead you to a lonely place, just find your strength in love. Okay, that wasn't terrible. Totally didn't get the high note I wanted. But you know what? That was the first take, and it's gonna be the only take, because that was my challenge. Not to do it over and over and over again and get it perfect and deliver some like mastered performance for you all. So, oh, I don't wanna even like press end on this because that means I have to watch it back. And that's the part I don't wanna do. But that's the song. I'm gonna stop talking because you're probably not even watching this part. But it's done. I finished it and it was totally out of time and totally whatever and bleh. Small voices. Okay, I'm ending this. I promise. And I'm so sorry. And I'm thanking you and thanks and sorry and stuff.